everybody, it's Matt with TruFam Drainage, and we are out here in Palm Harbor. Unfortunately, this customer just had the system installed, and we'll go over some of the details of why it's very important to do research when you're having someone come out and do your drainage. If we look here, we've got the bendy straw attachment attaching this downspout to the underground corrugated. When they have attachments that come out like this seam here is always going to leak and have water coming back up inside, shooting back up against the foundation. They also didn't do anything to grab the water from the channel drain, so this area has just been still flushing out all the dirt and everything away from the foundation. And this was just had dirt brought up in here when they installed this a month or two ago. We're going to remove this elbow and we're going to install a 6-inch system. This downspout is going to get upgraded later, as well as the gutter as well, because the gutter is too small for the volume of water that's coming off of this roof, because more than probably about 3/4 of the roof from the back side of the home is coming to this gutter and draining out here. So they're having problems with this downspout. It's just a 3x4, and the gutter itself not being able to handle the big volumes of water during a heavy storm. So this is going to get switched out to a 4x5, and I'm not sure what size the gutter is going to be, but we're going to tie this into a 6-inch system to be able to accommodate that 4x5 downspout and that volume of water. If we walk back here, this is another tell sign that whoever installed the drainage either had very little or no knowledge of drainage systems. You already have the corrugated pipe here is already up out of the ground, so that means that there's going to be a belly in here, which is going to stop the flow of water, and sediment and debris is going to build up in that system from that point there anyways. And from here we're having the basin that was installed. There was no reason to install a basin here because we're not going to be capturing any groundwater, because all of this ground slopes down and naturally drains into the pond in the back. This basin being up this high, the lawn guys would never be able to mow the grass back here around it, because these tops of these basins should be below the grass line, right at the grade of the dirt, so that way you never have to worry about any of the lawn equipment or anything tearing up any of the basins or any of your other drainage components like this here. There's already, if you see here, the pipe, if you are going to use corrugated pipe, it's supposed to be getting a drainage tape, not duct tape, wrapped around these anytime you have a connection, so that way it keeps the water in and the dirt out. Water is already flowing through there, and the sand and dirt and stuff is already flowing in there, and that's why you're getting washout behind there. And pipe ran out to the pond, but they didn't even extend it past the grass, so the grass is already covering the end of the pipe, and it's already been a couple months. As well as when you're capturing roof runoff, you need to be stopping at least 5 feet away from waterways like this, because it needs to be able to filter out any of that debris and also the shingle, gravel, and stuff like that from entering into the waterway. But another reason to put a sediment basin close by your downspouts or your channel drains, so that you can capture that debris there and it doesn't build up in your system in the first place to clog it up. And we're going to take this out, and we're going to come back off a few feet from the water, and we're going to terminate with one of our mini dry wells and a pop-up, so that way this system can flow out, and then afterwards it can dry out by draining down into the dry well.
With the site review complete, the crew moves directly into execution. They detach the run at the downspout and extract the line shallow enough to lift in long sections, clearing the route for a proper build. A straight length of new pipe is set on the ground to define alignment and ensure a true path to discharge. The pipe is then lifted away, and excavation begins for a wider, deeper trench sized for a 6-inch main. At the rear of the home, the approach is the same. A 6-inch pipe is placed to mark the trench. The turf is cut along both sides, and the sod is lifted in clean sections and staged for reuse. With alignment established and the site prepared front and back, the project transitions into full trenching and installation of the new 6-inch system. Backfilling is complete and the new line is set. Grades are restored to true smooth, even, and pitch so runoff goes exactly where it should. Excess soil is removed, leaving a clean, uniform surface. Attention shifts to the pool deck channel drain, which is packed with dirt and sand. The line is hydrojetted from end to end. A focused forward jet opens the path while higher thrust rear jets sweep debris back toward the outlet, scrubbing the interior and restoring capacity. The channel drain is now clean and flowing. Any residual dirt is captured and cleaned out at the sediment basin, and the system is ready for the next Florida rain.